wear a Yankees tee and be like, "Yay!" There's a certain baseball player. Also, I hope I'm not dropping frames since when I moved, it seemed like it was going a lot out of order. Okay, I'm good. I don't know what happened there. The camera was a little buggy. Um, but speaking of things that's a little buggy, let's get into the elephant in the room. I want to take this time to talk everything Juan Soto and everything baseball right now, especially for the winter meetings. I'm going to talk a bit about the Yankees, going to talk a bit about the Mets, and just going to kind of give like my honest feelings. First off, if you did not read the headliner of the winter meetings, I have the tweet here. Shout out to Jeff Passan, John Heyman, and Andy Martino, who are all on it. And then Jack Curry, my guy from the Yankees, also reported this as well. It said breaking news: superstar outfielder Juan Soto and the New York Mets are in agreement to a 15-year, $765 million contract. Sources tell ESPN it's the largest deal in professional sports history. So obviously Soto broke the AAV, for anybody in baseball, including Judge, Harper. Obviously, Otani broke it last year, and now Juan Soto is the face of that contract. Bat, what is good? How you doing? I hope all is well. You just in time. We are talking a little bit of baseball right now before we play some Marvel Rivals. So Juan Soto pretty much broke the baseball contract and is now the richest man in not just baseball, but a lot of sports because there's no salary cap. So apparently, according to Jeff Paxton's tweet and follow up, Soto has a 15-year deal, $765 million with the New York Mets. No deferred money, so unlike Otani, who had the 600 plus deal, Otani had a deferral a little bit later where pretty much he got some of the money, and then the front half a bit later, probably when he is way out of his prime and the Dodgers see where they're at. But he is able to give them some flexibility to make other decisions, which for the Dodgers, and honestly, even for like baseball in general, but especially for the Dodgers, is a good feeling. I'm currently learning Street Fighter 6 and I was really wrestling on Cox controls, but I hear modern controls people. Um, Honestly, do what works for you. Do what works for you. There's nothing wrong with either. Um, do what helps you out and do what you love. Just do whatever makes you feel comfortable, friend. No right or wrong there. Yeah, so Soto's deal was that much, right? Now, with that being said, I obviously was very upset when I found this out. Mostly because I root for the New York Yankees, and I'm a huge Juan Soto fan. Even before he was a Yankee, I watched this guy on the Nats, and I was like, this guy is freaking amazing. And when to the Padres, I watched him. I was like, damn, he's really talented. Now you watch him on the Yankees, and it was a great season. I mean, they made it to the World Series. They got their ass kicked, unfortunately, and embarrassed, but you felt optimistic that okay, if this team is going to make it far, and this is the guy to help them get there, along with a great Juan Carlos Stanton. But you also had Judge who crapped out, but still, was Aaron Judge at the end of the day as a presence at the plate. So it was rough finding this out. So originally I was upset because I'm like, well, let's see what the Yankees offered Soto, right? Because it's one of those things where, you know, and I told people this, right? $765 million is a lot of damn money. You'd be a fool to turn that shit down, right? And the fact that Steve Cohen, who is the owner of the Mets, also was like, hey, you know what? I'm going to add in all these incentives, no deferrals, and we will get you eventually $800 million. And then the Mets, on top of that, have a fifth-year team opt-in clause. Count them, team opt-in clause, which basically means that Soto could opt out, but the team could say no and just give him what was the extra plus $5 million on that fifth year, bring him up to eventually a contract that is worth almost $800 million. So shit, right? So I'm thinking, okay, well maybe he was insulted by the Yankees offer and said no and went to the Mets, right? So then I was like, oh, I can yell at Hal Steinbrenner, who is the owner of the New York Yankees, son of the late great boss himself, George Steinbrenner, who built the dynasty that I know and love today. And Brian Cashman, who's the general manager of baseball operations for the Yankees, right? No, turns out the Yankees offer $760 million. So even if you counted Soto's $40 million that he would get, he would still be very close, if not over, what the Yankees were going to do because it went to $700 million at the starting freaking bids. And then I actually have more update about that. Shout out to Andy Martino. Uh, Kudos to him. Let me find a tweet. So apparently he said the Yankees were in the lead for Soto through all the process. Through the whole weekend, he was going to be a Yankee. Steve Cohen came from the top rope and got it done late. So that's what pissed me off, right? The fact that, okay, we offered him, I say we as a Yankee fan, I know people like, we, but yes, we being me as a Yankee fan offered him this money. No, I'm just kidding. But the Yankees offered him, the team I root for, offered him this money, right? This big $760 million. He probably walk out if it was $760. No, $760 million deal. To be a New York Yankee, essentially for life, right? Like it was a Godfather deal, which is what, if you don't know what that is basically an offer you can't refuse. They offered him a lot of damn money, and they were leading the process. And Steve Cohen, being Steve Cohen, running the Mets, said, I'm going to outbid any damn body because this is the person I want to represent and be the face of my team. So, I looked and said, okay, well, they were in the lead. What the hell happened? And apparently Steve Cohen happened. And I don't know if he just told Soto. Because one of the things that kind of came out is Soto basically was like, on his end, he felt more confident about the direction the Mets were going. And I don't buy that. I think $800 million. In the words of Dave Bryant, people could be really good liars, and I'm not saying the man is lying, but he definitely told you because you ain't got no jack shit about baseball to know that the direction these teams are going in is completely different. And yes, I know the Yankees have had their issues and have had the problems, but I don't think it was that bad. He had it out here like we were Chicago White Sox, brother, and I'm like, absolutely freaking not. So there's that. Let me go see what else. The Yankees offered Juan Soto. So here's the big kicker, right? The Mets offered the 765 plus the incentives to eventually get to $800 million, like in general, for 15 years. The Yankees offered Juan Soto 16 years and $760 million. Did not contain deferral money. So it wasn't like the Yankees were like, hey, bro, we're going to give you the money, but not all of it. It wasn't like they were like, hey, man, you want like 750 plus. We're only going to do like 720 and back out. Then I could see Soto being like, bye, I'm going to Queens. The money was damn near almost identical at this point. Like it was neck and neck. And hey, man, you have every right to choose whatever team you want, right? Like that's the beauty of free agency. You're going to win some, you're going to lose some. This is not the first time the Yankees nor the Mets, for that point, will lose out on players. There's still a bunch of winning meetings and contracts to decide. So obviously people are like, well, why are you upset if you sound this upbeat about it? Well, the duo of Juan Soto and Aaron Judge is iconic, right? It is literally like, as a Yankee fan, I know. Well, I haven't seen many duos in my lifetime, but I've watched teams do really well, and I think just the lineup of Soto and then Judge was so iconic. It was electric. It really felt like the Rock and Austin of baseball, and it helped with a Dodgers team that has a three-headed monster in LA, a Phillies team that is very talented, a Padres team that is very talented. The Astros, when they're not crappy, even though I hate them, are pretty good. You have a young Baltimore team in the same division that damn near almost won the division. They just crapped it out. You have a Cleveland Guardians team that is very, very talented as well. You have a young but scrappy Detroit Tigers team. And on top of that, you just had the Yankees who really just commanded everything. You felt good about it. A lot of people are probably like, here's my thing, right? Straight up. Juan Soto bet on himself and it worked. This man, for those that don't know baseball, had $440 million offered by the Nationals some time ago at this point. He's like 18, 19. He said no to it, which is, people were questioning him about it. Even me, I was like, yo, bro, that's a lot of money. But I didn't question that much because it's the Nationals. No offense to any Nationals fans watching right now. I promise I'm not trying to throw jabs at y'all. I swear. I'm just saying, like, at the time it was the Nationals. I got to keep it a buck, right? So, for him, I was like, okay, we're flex, but it'll work out for you. But on top of that, I didn't buy him as a Padre because they could pay for him. when we got to the Yankees, I was like, this is special. This feels different. And you saw how much fun he was having with Judge and how great he was doing and how much he was loved by the fans and how there was please sign Soto chants. Now I wanna give kudos to a couple people. I got a couple things to say and then we'll move on to Marvel Rivals because I was only gonna talk about this for like 20, maybe even 21 minutes or something like that. So it won't be a long recap. But I want to say this, right? Just because it's on my mind. House Steinbrenner and Brian Cashman did the best job they could. I never, and I mean never, thought they would go over $700 million. I mean, actually, scratch that, 750. I never thought they'd go over 700. I thought they'd get to 700, maybe like 720. The fact they went that far shows you how much they love Juan Soto, right? And look, not everyone. It's a competition for a reason, right? Crap happens. I personally think that Soto was going to go to the highest bidder. I don't care if it was the Mets. Shit, it could have been the Blue Jays. I mean, honestly, the Orioles should have offered way more money. They have the money. I'm very shocked. It would have been disgusting if he went there. Thank God he's not a Red Sox because I wouldn't tolerate that. If he went to the Dodgers, I start watching baseball. It would be that serious. Like I was contemplating. I was like, and I don't think he was. That's why I was saying dramatic stuff like that. But it would be like KD going to the Warriors. I was like, what the, what the hell? But in all seriousness, a lot of Yankee fans right now are upset at Juan Soto, and I'm like, look, $765 million going to $800 million is a lot of damn money, and is not. And people were bringing up the fact that Judge, he was loyal, he took a pay cut. Judge always wanted to be a Yankee. He was drafted by them. He was loved by the fans. He got his Rookie of the Year. He should have got an MVP. He really should be a three-time MVP. He was the face of the Yankees and still is. He wants to be captain. He was embraced by Yankee mentors. Yes, he wants to be a Yankee because he knows the value of it. It's a whole different comparison. Juan Soto was with the Yankees for a cup of coffee. It is what it is, right? You can't get mad at that. It was a rental and it worked out, right? They got to the damn World Series. Did they win it? No, but they got there, right? I kind of wish they won. So if you left, it was like, whatever. We got the title, flexing on them a little bit. We move forward. With that being said, many people are going to think I'm hating on the Mets. I'm not hating on the Mets. The Mets got their guy. They did what they needed to do to be successful, right? Steve Cohen did what he needed to do to be successful. There are a lot of hot takes about a shift in New York. Hold on, let me fix this. Go to sleep. I don't know where that's coming from because they still got to build that damn team. And you know what? I say this as somebody who's watched my team do well in the offseason and fail. You still got to play, brother. It's not. Yes, this is exciting for Mets fans. Mets fans should be very ecstatic. They got a generational talent. You know what? Good for them. Good for them. I mean that trade up. I'm not trying to be bitter. If I was a Mets fan, I'd be very happy. I'm not, but I'm not sad. A lot of people think, oh, well, the Yankees are dead in the water. I disagree. I still think the Yankees have a lot of damn moves to make, and I would have said it if they signed Soto, I would have celebrated, and then the next day I would have got on his camera, looked down on the face, and said, okay, can Soto pitch? No. Can Soto play first base? Maybe. But he can't pitch. He can't help Garrett Cole in that pen, so go ahead and get some people, right? Job is not done, and I feel that way even with losing Juan Soto, right? Now the job is not even started yet. They got to go out there and make some moves. But the Yankees can't get desperate. You cannot go out there and just throw blank money at people that can't produce and can't hit, or people with injury issues. Be smart. Think smart, Rosart, is my saying. Use that damn money. Save some of that money. Go make some trades. Go make some moves. And, let's go kick his butt. That's where I'm at. I'm like, hey, all right, tell the Mets, go stack it up. I like when the Subway Series was competitive as a kid. That's what I grew up on. David Wright, Mike Piazza, and Darryl Strawberry was Jeter and the crew. That shit was awesome. It was. And I'm looking at it as a silver lining, Look, at the end of the day, it seemed like they offered him identical deals, and he wanted to play in Queens. You can't force someone to sign a contract. Just how it is, right? So let the L's motivate you and inspire you. Because I'm sure for Brian Cashman and Hal Steinbrenner, they're hearing this stuff just like Yankee fans are. I know there's a lot of panic and hoopla, but again, you cannot go out there and people can smell desperation. So don't be desperate. Regroup, charge up. It's day what 1, 2 winter meetings. I think technically day 1 because yesterday was day 0. So it's day 1. Get talking. I'm gonna be watching my phone to see if any updates happen this week, and I'll update y'all on stream for it. But I just wanted to share this just to say Congratulations to Juan Soto, man. It was a hell of a season. I want to give that man his flowers. Yes, it sucks he left. Yes, it hurts that. I mean, it's just the fact he went to the Mets, brother. Like I tell people, it could have been worse. If he was a Red Sox, I would. Yeah, I would have streamed today. If he went to the Red Sox, I would have streamed today. I was like, I'll see y'all tomorrow for Power Rangers. I would not have got on this damn camera if he was a Red Sox at all. So, with that being said, and just honestly, kudos to him. He got his money. He got paid. He did what he needed to do. Now, as a Yankee fan, I welcome the challenge, and I say this: go out there and build your team. You were willing to spend all this money on this one guy and it didn't work out. Go ahead and get some talent. Them young kids, start playing them. I want Jason Dominguez in the outfield every damn day. I want to see what he's made of. I want to see what Spencer Jones, maybe a year or two. Get him up there, right? Get some help. Stanton, let him rest up and be DH. DJ LeMahieu got to go. There's people just got to go. People got to get traded. People got to make moves. Many people, before I wrap up this, and then we'll play some Marvel Rivals, I promise. So we're going to wrap up in a little bit. Before I wrap up this section of the video and then continue on with stream, many people are asking, what's the Yankees plan B? Well, there ain't no other Juan Soto out there. You can't really trade for any generational talent. And I swear to God, if somebody was like, I saw someone say, get Mike Trout. Stop. Stop that person speaking on the Yankee affairs, please. And I mean this no disrespect. Mike Trout is a great person. No, that's the Angels' problem. Let them deal with it. Don't, unless they're gonna eat all that contract and he playing for free. No. So there's that. No Mike Trout. No thanks. What I want is pitching. Burns would be awesome. He's a stud, so I think him and Garrett Cole will be a good 1-2 punch to kind of make up for the loss of Juan Soto. Max Fried, awesome guy. Like him, like his stuff. That could obviously be a rotation piece. They need bullpen help. I would love to see the Yankees go out. Cody Bellinger, and he's on a trade, and he's still young, and he had a very productive year. I watched him on the Cubs, and he was someone that was. I feel like he's going to be a Yankee. There are some players that get talked about to the Yankees all the time. I'm like, you're going to be a Yankee regardless. I feel it. I think he goes to the Yankees. I think Fried, maybe Corbin Burns. I think so. I think he'll pick the Yankees, and I think Fried will pick the Yankees, and I think Belly, and then I also think people want Alex Bregman. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. It is what it is. I'm not the hypest. People also said Carlos Correa. I'm like, nah. I wish the Phillies weren't good so we get Corey Seager. I'm playing. But yeah, it is what it is, y'all. But the Yankees have to make moves, and I think trade and free agency is big. But it is what it is, right? You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day. Nat, what is going on, homie? How you doing? How's your day going, Nat? It's good to see you. Yeah, well, that being said, I just want to talk about Juan Soto now being a Met. Many people asked me what was I during the announcement. I was watching Sunday Night Football, and as soon as I found out the announcement was happening that night, I literally was finishing up dinner, so I just put it in the fridge, and then I sat there refreshing my computer. Good and yours? Day's going all right. Baseball made me sad, but life is good. We're gonna play some Marvel Rivals now. So that's it. For those watching on YouTube, please comment your thoughts on Juan Soto being a Met. If you're a Met fan, congratulations. How hyped are you? If you're a Yankee fan, it will be okay. And I'm gonna say this as my parting note, right? Everybody and the freaking grandparents wants everyone to be like, "Well, the Yankees are dead in the water, and the Mets are in New York." I need people to relax with these hot takes. That's all they are, is just hot takes. He hasn't played a damn game for the Mets yet. You know what I mean? Like, yes, I get it. Be happy, be excited. Mets fans should be absolutely ecstatic. However, the Yankees are not dead in the water. They still have moves to make, even if they sign them. So, with that being said, I heard people saying, well, the little brother is now taking over the big brother. Stop it. I can't. And I say this even if I was a Mets fan. It's okay to celebrate. It is not okay to be irrational. So, with that being said, I look forward May 16th and May 18th for what series? I wish. Subway Series. I hope we get home, and I think Juan Soto will get a very lively reaction in the Bronx. I'm not going to turn on him. I still like him as a player. I just don't like him as a Met. So I'm not turning on. Also, if anybody wants a free extra large Juan Soto shirt, hit me up because I don't need it anymore. That being said, to the YouTube crew, thank you for watching this video. Comment below. And to the Twitch crew, I'll see you on For Marble Rivals.